It's me, Don the Magic Wand, and I'm here with you today in my own kitchen. I get so many emails and texts from people say, Magic Wand, we see you go around talking about everybody else's restaurant, everybody else's food, but can you cook? Baby, I can cook, and I'm going to show you. Let's put the old apron on to get ready. Yeah, I'm not as fast as I used to be. And I can't see, but there's some things I just don't want to see. So I guess it's okay. Alright, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about tonight is the dish that we're preparing. And I want to talk to you about the list of ingredients that go in it. The first thing that we're going to do is talk about rice. Now, in Thai cooking, we use jasmine rice because it's so aromatic and flavorful. You can't hardly find this at your regular grocery store. You need to go to an Asian specialty store. We're going to be using this tonight too. This is called glutinous rice or sweet rice. Now this rice has to be soaked overnight and steamed for about 45 minutes until it's a ball. Now it comes in a ball sticky. It's called sticky rice. It is delicious. The third type of rice I want to talk to you about is this. This is your typical Louisiana grown, or wherever it's grown at, rice that you buy at the store in a little bag. In Asian cooking, this is what it's good for. Follow me now. You ready? Follow me. This is what it's good for in Asian cooking. Absolutely nothing. Don't use it. Okay? Right. When you're cooking your rice, it's so important to understand that rice has starches in it. So what you want to do is you want to rinse your rice before you cook it. Rinse it 3 or 4 times. Get a colander, rinse it, take your hand or a spoon or something and mix it around. Rinse it again. Do it again and again until it runs clear. You don't want that starches in your water. It just messes up things. Now the ratio, once you soak your rice, the ratio of water to rice changes. You'll use 1 cup of rice and 1.5 cups of water. Normally your recipe would be 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. What'll happen is it'll turn mushy. You overcook it. Put it in your rice cooker, like this, Hamilton Beach, whichever you choose is fine. Set it and let it go. Now the next thing I want to talk to you about are your ingredients. Follow me over here. Alright, we have, in our dish tonight, we're going to have a few ingredients. We've got fresh lime juice, which has been squeezed. We have mint, fresh mint that's been picked. This is smoked chili, ground up. Delicious, spicy, it's hot, it'll hurt you. We've got green onions, shallots, cilantro, and of course Thai chili. And this here is the glutinous rice or the sticky rice I was telling you about. It's been cooked and pulverized. It's crunchy, but not too crunchy. And of course we have our garnish, which is the cabbage. So, what we want to do next, I want to show you how to do this real quick. When you're doing mint, make sure that when you pick it, be gentle. Be gentle with it. You don't want the stems. You don't want any of that in there. You want to slice it. Kind of hold it like this, fold it over. Do a nice couple of chops. Keep it nice and whole because you want that good flavor. We'll use some green onions. On your green onions, make sure that you clean the tips off. You don't want any of the brown stuff on your tips. Slice it. I prefer this little knife here because it's small. But any paring knife will work, or a chef's knife if you're going to use one. When I'm cooking Asian food, I prefer these. These are my favorite knives. If I wanted a chef's knife, I just reached in my drawer and grabbed one. But I prefer these are easier for me to handle and they're short. Now, the next thing I want to show you is your cilantro. Cilantro is a very delicate herb. You don't want to bruise it. So what you want to do is you want to pick each individual stem off, put it away. Don't throw them away. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Pick each individual stem and pick the leaves off. Now your stems, they smell great. Save them, put them into a baggie, put them in the freezer. Because when you make the next chicken stock that you make for the soup, you want to add those to your stock and cook it down. It gives a great, great flavor. Now, let's see, we've got shallots. The old shallot. Now when you're cooking these, you want to chop, or you're slicing these, you want to make sure they're sliced pretty paper thin. That's extremely important because you don't want the shallot flavor to overtake what you're trying to accomplish. Alright. And of course, this is just basic cabbage that we peeled away. And then we have these bad boys here. The Thai chili. It'll make you sweat, make your nose run, you'll be running to the bathroom, blowing your nose so your date doesn't see you do it, trying to hide the heat. Yeah, you'll be sweating. You won't make your girlfriend think you're cool. And these, you just want to slice them, just give them a good chop. You don't want them too fat. You can go back to them, chop them again. Throw the stem in the garbage. Alright. Now let's talk about the other ingredients you're going to need. Right here we have, this is chili oil, squid brand fish sauce. I recommend this fish sauce when you're cooking dishes, and Tipperos I recommend when you're cooking soups. Now all fish sauce is fermented fish. It's delicious. They put it in a bottle, they ferment it, strain it. It's really good. It's got a nice fishy smell. If you're a vegan, don't be afraid to use soy sauce. Not that important. The flavor of fish sauces though is what they use in Thailand to make that pop. Now, we've also got our lime here. We didn't showcase this a minute ago, but basically that's just lime juice. And I've cut some limes here for garnish. Let me show you the proper way to cut a lime restaurant style. Tray knife. First of all, cut the ends off. Like this. Slice it down the middle. That's neat. Then you want to cut little wedges out. Now, a white portion in there, yucky. Just give it a little whack like that, get rid of it. It makes them pretty, and it gets that white flesh thing out of there. You don't taste it. Alright, got all this taken care of. We've got all the ingredients here. Now the next thing we want to do is our meat. Now right here we got a nice piece of meat. What we're going to do is lightly salt it. You don't want a lot of salt on it, but a little bit. Now we've already patted this meat down. And what I mean by that is when you put meat on heat, if there's excess water in there, and there will be, the excess water will boil, and it'll steam, and it'll cause the meat to turn gray. It's just that nice coating that it has. Good. Hey, while we're waiting for the skillet to get hot, let's talk a little bit about lime presses, or lime juicers, or citrus juicers. I've had a lot of them. I've bought them from Walmart, Target, wherever. The best one I've ever owned comes from Pampered Chef. I don't plug a lot of things because they don't pay me. I'm about the money, and they don't pay me. I pay them, usually, for their stuff. But what happens is when you juice limes or lemons, you're going to put them in here, juice it. The problem is after about the third one, they break. I'm sure if you've ever juiced them, you know what I'm talking about. They break. I've had this thing for 10 years. I use it a lot, a whole lot. And it's worth every 12 bucks or whatever I paid for it. I promise you. All right. Now let's go ahead and see. It's smoking hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. So just some good old EVOO is fine. Add it to your skillet. Let it smoke. Make sure you use an iron skillet in this. Cast iron. Because you want that meat to get a nice sear on it. I'm going to lay the meat in here. If I can get my tongs to work. There we go. I'm going to lay the meat in here. Good old hot sear. See it smoke? Look at that. Now, another secret I've got is another iron skillet. Press it. Just let it sit. Forget about it. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and heat up another pan. And in this pan, we're also going to use a little bit of EVOO. Just a little bit, not a lot. Now, we're going to take some sticky rice. We're going to open it first. Not open it. All we're going to need is about a handful of sticky rice. We're going to go ahead and get this olive oil going. Pour your little sticky rice in there. This is a good trick now. Because what it does is the rice gets a nice smoky flavor, a crunchy consistency, not like eating a bread of rice, but a nice crunch, like popcorn maybe. And it's also a great garnish for a dish. Go ahead and flip this for a second, look at it, see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, that's good right there. That's what we want. Now listen, it's important that you don't cook your meat all the way through because you want the lime juice. You're going to incorporate the lime juice, the fish sauce, and a little bit of this chili paste in there. And it's going to cook that meat, and it keeps it nice and tender. Normally, we would use a flank steak. No flank steaks were available at the beef people's place, so we're just using a sirloin. Let's check it. Oh, that's perfect. Now we're going to cook our sticky rice, or our glutinous rice. Now remember, we put a little bit of olive oil in this pan, and I use a little non-stick pan. You just kind of push it around here. You don't want it to burn because it will taste burnt. Now we've got our meat resting over here. Take it off the eye, how about that? Got our meat resting over there. We're going to cook our sticky rice. It's going to take a few minutes to do this. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a bowl out. Got our bowl. Now in our bowl, we're going to mix our basic ingredients for our sauce. Or for the juice. Get you about a teaspoon of the chili oil. Put it in there. Fish sauce. About 15 shakes of fish sauce. Some lime juice. Now we're going to start off with about 4 teaspoons of lime juice. Maybe 5. Spicy chilies. Now remember, this is really, really hot. So only put in, what the heck, a little more. A little bit more for heat. We love the heat. We need to whisk it. So I'm going to grab my whisk. I'm going to whisk our ingredients. And incorporate the ingredients really, really well. That's very important because you don't want hunks of this in your meat. And we may add more. We're probably going to add some more fish sauce. This is all about flavor. It's all about what tastes good to you. Remember that. Okay? Now, I've already got some meat here that I cooked a little while ago that's resting. The important thing is that you slice it on the bias, okay? And you want it thin. Whoops. It's important that it's thin. Whoops. Our rice, here we go. Got our rice cooking really well. I'm going to take that off the heat. Forgot about the rice, guys. That's a bad thing. You see the meat's nice and pink in the middle? That's what you want. You don't want it to be like shoe leather because that's what you're going to get. Shoe leather. Slice it kind of thin. Well, on the bias. A little bit thick. Can't be perfect all the time. But you want it to be consistent. That's important that you have some sort of consistency with it because you want it to cook evenly. You know, and we did remove all the fat from this. after it was cooked, I just cut the little fat off of it because nobody wants to eat a lot of fat. And guys, we're really cooking here, by the way. This is the real deal. This is what we do. We cook. This is a quick meal. All right. Now, you want to take your glove. Got to get a glove. Glove important. Food grade glove. All right. Now we're going to add our meat. I love these little flexible cooking boards. They're great. Add your meat to your sauce. Take your glove, push it around. Push it around in there. This is what cooks your meat, man. This is what makes it tender. I've been to so many Thai restaurants and they'll slice their meat, throw it in the skillet, cook it till it's tough. They don't get it. This is the tender part, guys. This is where you get that tender, wonderful flavor. Look at that incorporated meat. Now we're gonna add some shallots. Shallots are important. Add your thinly sliced shallots. We're going to use half. What the heck is this, y'all? I love shallots. Whoop, dropping shallots. You don't want the whole shallot in there. That could be bad. Then we want to add our little bit of hot chili. Just a little, not a lot. Now let's incorporate those flavors. Grab another glove. All right, now grab this glove. And start incorporating the shallots in there too. What this does, it releases the flavor. Man, the flavor of those shallots. Good Lord, this looks delicious. I can't wait to dig in on this. Look at that. You don't see that in the yucky Thai Mutumka, baby. I know. I've seen it. All right, let's grab our dish. We're going to serve it. Grab our tongs. Fresh mint on top. Three onions. Cilantro, make a little hole, your rice on top. Now when they mix it together, this is going to be jam up. And check it out. Serve it. A couple little wedges of... Sorry the camera stopped, guys. It is what it is. We're going to serve it with a few pieces of cabbage, or you could use romaine lettuce, anything. I just prefer cabbage. A couple lime wedges on the side. Thai chili in there. A couple more on top. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, baby. That is what you're after right there. You will not find that anywhere else but here at my place or your place, because now you know how to do it. Y'all have a great night. Join me again next week. I am the Magic Wand.